So here's a quick coming snap fruit and all kinds of citrus trees in here. Took some root cuttings this early spring of some roses, and those are taking really well. Tree here, and yes, it does have one little fruit on it, which is great. Starting to make its climb up the arbor. So that's kind of a trellis for the morning glories that we planted, and they are starting to do their climbing. They are also climbing over the fence that we put in, which is great. And then some rebar. I'll come in close so you can see. It's kind of an organic shape, and it's starting to make its climb up the rebar, so that's really fun. Pop back, lots of good buds, which is fun to see. Lots of buds. And then we've planted morning glory all along the fence. That is our blackberry. Right now it is just loaded with berries, and you can see all those clusters are just all loaded with berries. Super excited about that. And then where it gets bright green is the raspberry. Not quite as many, but definitely a better crop than we had last year. So we're looking for raised bed gardens are doing. And you'll see the one here in front of me. Mike's doing great with his rapini and his snap peas, marigolds. He has some cucumbers, he has some eggplant. So everybody's doing really well. He's got some peppers. And then in this bed, which is just going, he's got some sugar snap peas. He has the carcello, which is the Italian cucumber. He has some squash. He has carrots. There's even some broccoli in there. It's Italian broccoli. And then on this side, I've been staking up tomatoes just using branches that fell down last year. We have some lettuce, marigolds, carrots, lots of tomatoes, and we're starting to see those little yellow flowers. So they're starting to turn into fruit, which is exciting. And then I just put some watercress in, which appears to be sprouting. More tomatoes, and more tomatoes. Got some carrots over here too. You can kind of see the difference in the foliage here. Some peppers, and then some zinnia that just is blooming. Sugar snap peas that we've been eating off of for a couple weeks now. You can see the purple basil in there. That's the Thai basil. But then we also have some in the center there, which is just kind of getting started. We have a strawberry plant that did not produce strawberries, but boy, is it taking off with shoots everywhere. So I think next year might be a good year for that. Some tomatoes. I see a little weed in there. Get that guy out of there. And then to just update you on our watermelon, cantaloupe, and pumpkins. They are doing fantastic. So we're super excited about the coffee bean bag raised garden bed. It appears to be working. And then these are Mike's fig trees, which there's one, there's two, and then there's three, and then little guy down here who is appearing to be healthy and He's just taken a little longer to establish than the other varieties, so that's okay. We're patient. And then in our little front orchard, we have apples and plums and peaches. We've got some really pretty potted plants, lavender, geranium, petunias, coleus, sweet potato vine from the front porch market. And then I'll show you what's happening with our peach trees that were from the beginning. The magnolia has been really, really blooming. It smells so lemony and fresh out here, which is great. And you can see what's popping up in the front garden, which is a lot. Coreopsis, sweet potato vine, lantana, Mike's Kalanko is doing really well. Even the peace lily is surprising us with blooms. The two urns you see in the background, those are both potted with lettuce, which I pick for our salads every day. And along the walkway, we've put a variety of things: Sweet William, alyssum, a little bit of Coreopsis. There are a few sunflowers that'll get picked up and moved. And then on this side, we have zebra grass, rosebush. Mike's bonsai pots are out here. The daylilies are starting to pop. The Sweet William. Quite a few sunflowers coming back from last year, which is really funny. And then on the side here, you might remember that we put a cutting garden. And so the entrance is using these little welded gates Mike finished off for me. And the morning glory is climbing, and you can see along the brick walls that the flowers are coming really nicely. So I think we're going to have some great flowers this summer. And a little rose there that we kept in a pot. This is a newer addition. Mike wanted a cactus this year, so Figanine is in and doing well, acclimated really well.